YouTube, hey gang, say gang. See the description. You see the description, so you already know what it is. You did. Back like we never left, gang. Back like we never left. I'm gonna leave Traplordross link in the description after this, you know what I mean? Drop in on this reaction. I've been wanting to do this for a little minute, you feel me? Like, it's the one on the conspiracy about all the leak calls and shit with Young Thug, you feel me? So, let's tap in and get this over with, man. You did.
Okay, people, we have an absolutely enormous Young Thug update today, and my guy...
It's about 1090 Jake exposing everything. See, 1090 Jake's end up... 1090 Jake's waited till everybody dropped what they wanted to say about Thug, right? And 1090 Jake's just really broke it down on how everything came out, like, and how he felt about the situation. You feel me? Like, we're gonna see, man. You know, I'm gonna stop it, give my little point of view here and there. Make sure y'all hit subscribe, subscribe, gang. We're gonna get in it.
1090 Jake, I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me, man. Shout out to 1090 Jake. He has just done an enormous deep dive into the situation. Okay, he's done a 40-minute video. Shout out to 1090 Jake, man. Getting that watch time up right now. Everybody's been waiting for him to give his opinion. He is the stamp when it comes to whether or not somebody snitched, whether or not somebody told. He is the authority on this street stuff. He done a lot of time in the penitentiary. He been in the streets. What do you think that 1090 stands for, okay? He is actually the GOAT when it comes to paperwork, when it comes to who told, who didn't tell, all of that kind of crazy stuff.
Real.
And he's done a full breakdown. I'm going to react to it in full.
Shout out to 1090 Jake.
Because I haven't watched it yet. I've been waiting to check it out, and I thought, why not just watch it with you guys? But before I get to that, there's been a couple of small little interesting updates on the situation. Okay, Young Thug got collared by a allegedly goofy journalist who was talking to Thug, and I thought this was interesting. I wanted to kind of touch on this because I think Thug's attitude kind of says a lot about what's been going on. Check this out.
Relationship with Gunna, man. Y'all still got a business relationship?
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
No, I'm a journalist.
Are you with us or are you a fuck
nigga? Journalism. So yeah.
Journalism.
That crazy.
Yeah, I'm just a journalist. Yes, sir.
Now look, Thug ain't the sharpest tool in the box, but I feel like this says a lot about his attitude. Let's watch it again, and I'm going to tell you why this is interesting.
Relationship with Gunna, man. Y'all still got a business relationship?
So he asked him, non-threatening, non-confrontational. He said, what's your relationship with Gunna, man? You still got a business relationship? Like, is he still on the label? You still getting money from him? Obviously, we know you've been saying all this stuff about him.
Okay, so we know all. I'm going to let you talk. Go ahead, bro.
You just dropped a song called Gunna Rap Thug, not Thug.
Alright, so if you know he dropped that song, gang, right? Everybody in the world know he didn't drop that song. Why bring him up to him? That's goofy. I ain't want to hear about nobody that done told on me.
Slug. I'll be confusing you guys, to be honest. But
you
said Gunna Rap, crazy. Yeah, correct. So Young Thug has put it out there to the world that he thinks Gunna a rat. He hates him. He said in those jail calls he hates Gunna. Yeah. He wants to destroy him. We know that, okay? So it's not unthinkable when somebody sees you and asks you about this guy that you yourself have been dissing a whole bunch. That's not unthinkable. He didn't come at you in no type of way. He didn't come at you like, hey, why are you hating on Gunna for being a rat when you was in a 2-hour...
Oh, you just don't like that he was so aggressive.
He didn't come at him like that. He came at him respectfully.
I feel
But Thug, he's so prickly, all right? He's so butthurt about this situation that he basically says...
You gotta think, though. Thug ain't on no drug. He can't do no drugs. He ain't on shit no more, so... He probably on edge and everything right now. You feel me? So, I don't know, though. Let's see, man.
Look at this.
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
He says, are you with us or are you a F-N-word? All right? And the reason why I think this is...
Yeah, he said, you with us or you
his mindset is
F ninja.
Stuff. He said, you're either with us and you're swallowing...
No, I got to switch it up for YouTube.
Goons have to say.
Can't say what I want on
here. All of the misdirection, all of the lies. Either you're with us and you'll just eat up everything we say without any scrutiny, or the only other option is you're an FN word. I feel like that's really lame, and it just goes to show you how Thug has really struggled to keep this narrative under control. He's not seeing people as journalists. And when the guy says, I'm a journalist.
No, I'm a journalist.
He says, I'm a journalist. I'm not an FN word. And I'm not with you either. I'm a journalist. I'm just trying to find out what's going on. You're the trending topic. This YSL case was one of the biggest cases in
Georgia's history.
All right,
Yeah.
Gunna's one of the biggest artists out here. He got more monthly listeners than you. I'm just a journalist trying to get to the bottom of the questions, but Thug don't like that. You can't be an independent journalist. You either have to be for him, leaning towards the YSL with a bias, willing to clean up any of his.
I don't know if it was the biggest in rap history, but it was the biggest in Fulton County, like Georgia. Down there in Atlanta. But okay, let's go.
Ugly situations that he's got himself into with his contradictions and with his hypocrisy, or you're an FN word.
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
Are you with us or against us? Bro, I ain't no with you or against you, bro. I ain't with Thug and I ain't against Thug.
Hey, Traplordross, I love you, gang. But this don't got nothing to do with it right here, man. You just killing my dogs, trying to step on my dog's character, man. But I feel you, though. Thug was aggressive. He was aggressive. You feel me? Like, just on edge, man. He on edge. I'm trying to give bruh some excuses. You feel me? Like, he on edge, man. Let him live. Let him live, man. Let him live. Let's get into this conspiracy, though. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Gunna? I ain't really with Gunna. I ain't against. I'm just focusing on the facts, and the facts are Thug been a humongous hypocrite this whole time, and he really did Gunna dirty.
I'm with journalism. So yeah.
He not feeling that. He's not with the journalism because that's how you get exposed. The honest, independent journalism is how you ended up getting exposed as a hypocrite. Don't worry about being exposed as a rat, as a hypocrite.
Journalism. That don't make sense.
Oh,
Journalism. Actually, it makes perfect sense. Actually makes perfect sense, and that's why Thug is upset about this. Okay,
I get you.
He was about to say I'm an FN word, then caught himself.
Yeah.
Said dude almost folded like a lawn chair. How are you a journalism? But he is a journalist.
Hey, don't nobody be running up on Reddit like Traplordross do, man. Like he be breaking it down, gang. He really be breaking shit down. And with the Reddit too, like Reddit is undefeated. They are undefeated over there.
Man, he's an independent journalist. I'm a journalist, but all journalists out here trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. And you are the one that.
Oh, nobody get to something and break it down, find the results, all the facts like they do.
Try to destroy in front of everybody. You don't like it when the shoe's on the other foot, do you? But anyway, YFN Lucci has also spoken out on staying solid, staying loyal over snitching. Obviously, everybody is basically trying to get to the bottom of this YFN Lucci Thug thing. Are they going to release a song together? If they do, that is actually wild, considering that YFN Lucci's mother was allegedly shot by YSL goons. They killed Big Nut, allegedly, and they sprayed slat over his headstone. So the idea that these guys could piece it up and do a song together is insane. But YFN Lucci low-key dropping some shade when he's speaking on being solid.
Nah, man. That ain't insane, though. What do y'all want them to do? It's just the negativities what sell all the time. But what do y'all want Thug and Lucci to do? Just to send each other crew and just blow at each other and keep doing it? Or one of them get unalive? Or when they kids get older, they kids going at it? Nah, man. Sooner or later, I'm glad that they squashed all that, man. And anybody that don't like that they squash their own beat, like, that ain't your problem. That really ain't your business. But at the same time, it's good, bro. Them sets was, man, they were laying each other down. Come on, man. What? Nobody off limits. Nobody in the family, nothing. Bro, I think that was a good thing. Then Lucci don't want to go back to prison. Thug don't want to go back to prison or jail, whatever you want to call it. They don't want to go back to jail or prison, whatever you want to call it. They don't want to go back. 20 years? Think about that. 20 years. Ain't nobody trying to sit down for 20 years. 20 years, man, your old lady gonna be getting tapped by somebody. You feel me? Your kids gonna be calling somebody else stepdaddy. You feel, man, stop playing. Everybody gonna forget about you. Probably about the 4th year, everybody gonna forget about you. Ain't nobody gonna be saying free you, nothing. Man, no. That's good, man. bump that beef when you can make millions. Because when they make music together, it's beautiful. You feel me? It'd be artwork, gang. I'd rather make millions than sit in the prison for millions of years. Rather make the millions than spend it with my family and friends.
And not snitching and not throwing his co-defendants under the bus just to come home like Gunner, and the majority of YSL, including Thug, did the same thing through Shannon Stillwell, and Yak got under the bus and took a plea before him by his own logic, by his own rules. And he said that his family and square friends were mad that he didn't snitch on CP3 so he could come home to his kids. Let's see this.
How did you take that, like, having them come at you like that? How was you feeling at first?
Man, like I tell my lawyer, man, come on, man, you can't have to tell me that shit. Like, what the hell I'm finna throw somebody under the butt for to come home? Shit, y'all wanna come home to my kid, but if I throw a nigga under the butt, I'm gonna take him away from his kid. Shit. So, even with all that shit, like, even with my co-defendant.
Luch is solid.
I think I had, it was 2 of them going to trial. No.
That's who don't nobody get credit. Lucci. It's like don't nobody really rock with his music like that for some. Like Lucci, man. I think his music fire. It's like he the one get blackballed, tell you the truth. Man, Lucci's something different. The way he put that wordplay together, man. It's just, it's immaculate to me. I love it.
Yeah, it was 2 of us going to trial at the end. And like I used to always tell my lawyer, bro, if 3 don't get what I got, I ain't taking that shit.
Yeah, he talk about his life.
If he don't get the same deal I'm finna get, I ain't taking it. And I stayed down, and they were mad at me for this shit. I'm like,
they like, everybody looking at you from the family like, nigga, come on home, man. What you doing, man?
They like, you the one gotta be out here. You gotta do that. Nah, bro. He was with me. You feel me? Like, they're my little brother, and he was with me, and we got ourselves into this shit. So I ain't just gonna leave him, and he could have probably took a plea on me. But, man, if we wanna go to trial, we're going to trial. So when it came down to the plea, it got to a point when they gave me that deal, he like, bro, I'd be selfish as hell to tell you don't take that shit.
So people are saying, look, I don't mess with his music, but Buddy's solid.
See what I'm saying?
Right? They're saying Lil Ray Ray from Summer
They
Hill
crazy.
only-
They crazy, man. They crazy. This way, men, ready. I know y'all undefeated, man. So I don't want no smoke. But this way, I gotta disagree. Man, you really gotta listen to Lucci's music. Cause most of y'all don't get it because it be talking about like his life. Man, this shit be deep, bro. You just gotta listen. Things that he went through. That's the type of music I like. I love that shit. You feel me? Like, music that can just touch you. Like, yeah, man. It's that old soul music, man. But it's still up to date. You gotta get what I'm putting down.
One of him. Atlanta ain't nothing but lions here, man. So people are rocking with him. How he's solid for doing a drill and throwing his bro out the car. This generation is effed if you think he did some real dude stuff.
Nah, I can't even let that go by. He didn't just throw his brother out the car. Lucci explained that. And listen, man. You have to be, if you ain't never been in those situations when something happened like that, very traumatic, you feel me? You don't know what you would do, brother. You don't know. Because you ain't been in that situation. You feel me? Like, you got to make it make sense, gang. You feel me? You ain't got to be slower than a box of rocks to know that. That's common sense, man. You can always throw your opinion out there, well, if I would have did this or if he would have did this, this probably wouldn't happen. You don't know because you ain't never been in that type of environment or that type of situation. You don't even got to be environment. It's just the situation. You don't know what you will do, man. You don't know what you do when bullets flying at you because you ain't never been in that type of situation. You might just freeze. You never know.
Doing a drill in a Maybach in your name while Atlanta has the best flock cameras and license plate readers. It's stupid, not street smart, and it's not real stuff.
Yeah,
So
but
some people got mixed feelings about
Lucci said they wasn't spinning though that day. Like, it makes sense. Who gonna do a drill in a Maybach anyway? You feel me? They wasn't looking for trouble that day. You gotta listen what Lucci said. You feel me? Like, that ain't what they was out for that day. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, man, I should have pulled up the interview, the part where he said that, and put that in this. But it's all good. I can do some more to this.
I personally think he's solid. I don't think he wanted things to go that way that they did. I doubt they were really going on a drill in the Maybach, but they probably came under pressure and things went the way they did. Now, it has been rumored that Young Thug will be going live with Ayee Ross on Sunday. We're waiting for the album to drop tomorrow. Maybe we'll get Young Thug's Ice Scooty album, YFN Lucci's album, and David's Arrest all on the same day.
So we already saw that though. Like, I'm doing this reaction late to it, so we already saw the interview. When Thug come in the room and Ayee Ross had the baby oil on his dresser. And Thug told him who the baby oil was. Thug got the baby oil in his hand to Ayee and like this. I'm like, what? It hit different, gang. I don't know. That was my first time ever seeing like Thug like out like that, so I ain't used to Thug like tweeting how much he tweet as a fan looking at it. Just talking from a fan of his, like, I've been a fan for a long time of Thug, you feel me? Like, but I ain't used to all the tweeting he doing. Like, he tweet a lot now. And, man. I never thought he was like the apology type of guy. That ain't what he, you know what I mean? But then when he apologized to everybody in the courtroom, I understood. I went with it. It's just, it's been a lot. It's been a lot to unpack when it comes to Thug. Still a fan. It's just, man, it ain't nothing but he talked too much. Gotta stop talking. And they caught him at vulnerable times. You feel me? I don't know what. I wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know, man. Think about it. If your life was on the line and all the person you really can talk to is your girl on the phone from jail, because you can't talk to none of the bros, nobody. So, man, you know y'all gonna do some gossiping. Know y'all gonna gossip. And you ain't gonna care who you gossip about. But is that how he really felt? I don't know. See, I believe what a person say when they angry and all this and that. You feel me? You just gotta learn how to feed them with a long-handled spoon. But, man, we'll get back to this.
That would be crazy if it does happen, but there will be a live stream with Ayee Ross on Sunday. I will be breaking that down. I will be reacting to all of the details from that. But let's go to this 1090 Jake video. I'm rocking with me, man. My guy 1090 Jake. Okay, he just released this 1 hour ago, but for the record, he actually did reach out to me and he said, Leo, I need to ask you some questions about how you ended up covering this. I told him about Seti Nash kind of sending me the interrogation footage to begin with. He basically said that he spoke to a lot of people and he feels like there is a whole conspiracy to take down Young Thug, and I might have been...
Man, shout out to my dog, Seti Nash, man. I rock with Seti Nash, you feel me? I love his content game, but God, bruh. Oh, I couldn't believe this when I heard it. Oh. But then when I found out, see that interview, the call was the recording was from another guy. It had been up before, but it didn't get no traction on YouTube. Like, it really didn't get no traction. I think it was on Instagram. It really didn't get no traction, though. It's been on YouTube, too. But Bro was like, they got the text messages. It's probably in here too. Said an ad paid him to take it down. And said an ad reposted it. You feel me? With a little twist to it. But put some people in play with it. Some other big content creators. Man, this shit was crazy. I mean, that was tactical. At the same time, it was tactical and smart. But, God, man. But Ceddy Nash didn't shy away from it now. I will say that. He didn't shy away that he did it. Gotta respect that. He didn't say I didn't do it. You feel me? So you gotta respect it.
Used as a pawn in this sick, twisted game that other YouTubers have been playing.
Yeah.
I might got used. I ain't gonna lie, there might be some stuff in this video I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, you was
I
a
don't
pawn.
like any fades. I'm gonna watch it. So let's fire it up. It's 40
You're
minutes
still a
long.
W,
We might skip
man.
a few segments. We might speed it up a little bit, but we're gonna get through it. I wanted to watch this. I figured why not watch it with you guys together as a crew, as a squad. All right, we are gonna get into it. Let's get it, man.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, but I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, I'm gonna be breaking down how Young Thug didn't snitch.
Yeah, pay attention to this, y'all.
So he says
a little too much.
He didn't snitch, he told.
A little too much.
Look, I've had private conversations with 1090 Jake about this situation. He really wanted to come out and kind of defend Thug over some of the things.
That's how I feel, though, man. Like
telling, snitching, however you want to call it.
That's how I feel, though. Like, he just talked too much. He was at a vulnerable moment, gang. Very vulnerable. Your life on the line, like literally his life. You feel me? His life. He was on. He would just talk. Then with the gorilla stuff, man, who ain't gon'? If you on the phone with your girl, what he supposed to say? Oh, she look good? She bad? Man, yeah, he's supposed to say what he said. He'd be stupid not to. You feel me? And you locked up. And his girl was the only person taking his kids to school, picking them up. Man, she loyal. She stayed down. Shit, I wouldn't downplay her neither, especially not in her face too. Oh Lord, no. I'd have made that song just like the baby. I'm sorry. For my mama, I wanna.
From the beginning, I just want to make this very clear. My opinion on the whole start, I was slick with it. It was always, I wasn't outright calling Young Thug a snitch. I was basically saying, look, if this is a 2-hour interrogation video, and he's really applying all this pressure to Gunna for just simply taking a plea when Thug took a plea too, realistically, on all merits, Thug talked more than Gunna did. Thug did more than Gunna did. So by his own rules, if he's putting the snitch jacket on Gunna, he has to wear it too. Or we can all just piece it up and nobody's a snitch and we just let Gunna slide and Gunna's cool and Gunna did nothing wrong. That's my opinion. I feel like Gunna did nothing wrong. Nobody did anything wrong. And Young Thug is basically just out here looking like a hypocrite, spitting on the mic. I'm that passionate about this. But yeah, man, let's keep rolling with it.
If you just be honest with it, us as fans, we don't care. All we care about is who got the finest music, who music is popping. You feel me? I don't want to see none of them in the cell. What they need to do is just do some rap beef songs or something, man. You feel me? Like, that's what they need to do, but stop with the smoke. Yeah, they can't have no smoke no more. Thug do anything, he gonna do 20. You feel me? Like, man, too late for all that. Gotta grow up sooner or later.
And I'm also going to be breaking down the conspiracy of how one man is allegedly behind this entire smear campaign. Young Thug was a trending headline for weeks, with Whoop-de-Doo becoming the newest meme.
Whoop-de-doo.
Chin up, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out this bitch.
And my DMs were flooded after his interrogation re-hit the internet. And yes, I said re-hit because it wasn't new. His interrogation dropped over a year ago, but a strategic smear campaign would recaptivate everyone's attention. Now people have asked why I haven't spoke on it, accusing me of being paid off, being scared of Thug, all type of conspiracy theories, and truth be told, I was on vacation for my birthday in Europe and Thug wasn't my priority.
So I knew 1090 Jake was on his vacation, man, because that's my guy. We talk sometimes. I see him having a great time in Europe. And while I was going crazy with the content, he was basically just living life. You know what I'm saying? He was at the Coliseum.
Yeah, it's nice out there.
Killing it, man. So you got to love to see it, man, because this is a guy that really comes from
the
you know, the tough streets, right? The real environment that really can make or break people. And the fact that he's managed to make it out of that, and he's now traveling the world, traveling Europe, I gotta love it, man.
Yeah, you gotta salute somebody like that. Been in the trenches, came out, doing it on the right path now. Shit, bro, you gotta respect it. No matter how you look at it, you gotta respect it, man. You feel me? Like, shit, I fuck with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Man living life now the right way.
Salute that. So shout out to 1090 Jake, man. Hopefully your European vacation didn't get spoiled too much by any of this nonsense. But I know that he was itching to get back and make a video out of this, because realistically, bro, it's all well and good me saying it, reacting to the content, but 1090 Jake is the stamp. He's the #1 when it comes to this stuff. And if it's like when Young Thug says whatever Wham say goes, when it comes to the snitching, the paperwork, whatever Jake says goes, whatever Jam says goes. All right, we're gonna start calling him Jam the stamp. All right.
Birthday in Europe, and Thug wasn't my priority.
Everybody in my DM asking me if I care about Young Thug snitching. I don't give a fuck.
But I'm back, and when my supporters ask, they shall receive. On August 27th, the blogs fired off.
Yeah, we definitely wanted you to do that.
Leaked online, in which Thug allegedly name-dropped Pee Wee Roscoe, the man accused of shooting up Lil Wayne's tour bus.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking shot at this nigga too, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe ain't do that. Say knowing Roscoe, man, that man fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day nigga broke fucking ball.
Now the clip sounds horrible, and I could easily crucify Thug like the internet has been doing for weeks, but instead I want to teach y'all how a 2-hour interview can be wiped clean off the internet, then re-released in segments without context to sway the crowd.
Oh yeah.
For those too stupid to understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna show you how this interview came out a year ago, and nobody had the same energy. Back in 2023, an Atlanta-based hip-hop blog DM'd me on Instagram, attempting to sell me the untagged audio from the interrogation. It had already been posted to YouTube, and to this day, sits at only 13 and 16,000 views for parts 1 and 2. The blogger would even give his own opinion, stating Thug ain't a rat. He thought befriending 12 would help, and courts are using it to hurt him. Now, even with low views, the interrogation would still get reactions from Wack 100 and even DJ Academics. And this is where it gets interesting, because Wack 100 defended Thug.
Because he never gave them any information. He never told them. They said, well, what's blood? What's slime? Oh, you know, like a kid, you know, you play with slime. What's blood? Oh, that's just entertainment.
Now, I want to point something out here that I think is interesting. And now I'm certain there's going to be a part of this video that discusses me being involved and my reaction to this. It's going to come up at some point. But I do personally feel like part of the reason that it didn't go so viral at the time was because of the poor quality of the audio. It took me like 2 weeks to get through it, and I'm not saying I didn't just listen to it, but I listened to it very carefully. There were parts where it's hard to understand what
Wack 100 on it went at Thug because Pee Wee Roscoe turd self, you know what I mean? Excuse my language. Turd self got on the internet, flapping his lips. You feel me? Taking up for Thug, but he didn't even. He tried to do like Thug and Pee Wee Roscoe tried to do like when they did Rollo like that. You feel me? And Rollo got dude on the phone and stuff, and dude was like, nah, Rollo didn't. You know what I mean? So, man. And Wack 100, he only went after Thug. Man, you can't mad with Wack, boy. You wake up a beast right there, boy. You wake up a beast right there, but only reason it was Roscoe. He should have kept his mouth shut, man. Kept his mouth shut. If you felt like Thug didn't harm you, end the story. End the story. As long as y'all good, who cares? But they keep bringing it to the internet, so yeah, we gonna talk about it. They think.
saying. There's parts where it's muffled. He could be saying something. He could be saying another. So I broke it
They
down.
record
meticulously
everything so
to
we can
find
react
fine-tooth
to
code.
it.
And I feel like at the time, nobody really dug that deep into it. They saw it going around. It was hard to listen to. It was hard to hear. It was 2 parts that were actually in the wrong order. And I personally feel like that's the reason why it didn't get much attention at the time, was more because of the quality of the audio, and it was just so dense. People hadn't really got through it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn too much, but I feel like the way that I broke it down, I mean, Jake might be taking a different view and saying that I, sensationalized it, or that, I took things out of context. I really just went through it and found the most things that I thought were interesting. It wasn't about taking it out of context, the whole stuff of him flirting with the woman. I just didn't think that was relevant. I didn't think that was interesting, and that doesn't really undo the fact that he was in there talking for 2 hours. But I personally feel like the reason it didn't go so viral.
Nah, but you gotta understand, like, y'all are listening to a edited interrogation recording, and you can tell. It's easy to tell. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to say you slower than the boss of Ross, Traplordross, because you very intelligent. You feel me? He do his due diligence when it come to rap, everything, really. Everything he put out, he do his due diligence on it. But, nah, man, it don't work like that. It just don't work like that. Like, if it was the whole interrogation recording where we heard everything, like, I would need to hear the whole thing. You feel me? That's how we gonna really know. We need to hear the whole thing, not just a edited version. Because the edited version is how you get your conspiracy theories. You feel me? Like, people always, you feel me? Because they get me with the clickbait sometimes.
Begin with was because it was low quality and nobody really broke it apart and reacted to it and pointed out, hey, what about this? Like, for me, it was those 2 statements where he said that he carries Wayne's drugs and that he breaks the law every day. Like, to me, those were the most interesting things, and of course the bologna sandwich.
No, the most interesting thing was, you can get my number. That's what shocked me. I don't care about no bologna sandwich. The other dudes had chicken wings. Thug got the bad end. Think about it. They gave him bologna sandwich and a cookie. He only ate the cookie. You feel me? Been in there all that time eating Doritos, and you get a bologna sandwich, but your homies get chicken wings. Hey, nah, man. Nah. Nah, man. But nah, facts.
But a lot of other people picked up on different things. Once I broke it down, people picked up on other things that weren't picked up on before. Even the first time, nobody picked up on.
It's only the one thing to really listen to. Why in the hell do you want them to have your number? Why? Then the lady say something. Man, I gotta go back and listen to it. I hope they play it. The lady say something and the guy say, I'll take your number. Then the audio cut. That's how you know it's edited, man. Because it's got to be a response to that. You feel me? I'm sure Thug said something. I hope he did. But I agree, man. He just talked too much. That's all. You need to get on Twitter or X. You feel me? Like, you need to get out there and get back to the music, man. I understand he can't say certain things, so we as fans got to understand the music gonna be kind of different. You feel me? But Thug really is a musician. You feel me? Like, very unique to me. They just need to stop with the crop tops and all that stuff and get back to the music. I need to hear some good music.
That thing, I barely picked up on it when he basically said to them, I'll give you my direct phone number, ask me anything, I'll tell you anything, but don't tell the world. I didn't even really put much credence on that. So I think it really took not just me, but other people breaking this down, breaking it into parts, analyzing the audio, to actually realize how important and how relevant this was. But then also there's the fact that Thug did not help himself by going so hard at Gunna for all of this time ever since he got out of jail, calling him a snitch. And I don't think anybody cared about this at the time because he hadn't got...
What don't y'all get though? Like, I tried to look at Gunna's part as well, right? And I'm a fan, so I'm a little biased when it comes to Thug, but I ain't man, damn, my bad. I ain't stupid, you feel me? Can't say too much on YouTube, my bad, I ain't mean to cuss. But I ain't stupid, gang. Like, think about it. Think about, man, you having somebody around you 20 years, right? You built them into a millionaire. Wasn't for Thug, you wouldn't know no Gunna. We as fans wouldn't know a Gunna. Wasn't for Thug, you feel me? Think about it. Yeah, I love Gunna music fire. His music is fire. But think about it, man. Like, come on, bro. He building, bro. So yeah, I understand. That's like your best friend, your brother, like. That was his twin, all that. And let Thug tell it. So, yeah, man. Shit, that would hurt me too if I made you a millionaire. And you just, man. Just shut up, bro. We gonna sit in here together. Whoop-de-doo, like Thug said. Shit. Give me $1 million, we gonna sit in here together. Whoop-de-doo. If we get out, we gonna get out. Whoop, you feel me? Like, come on, man. So I get it. But I also get Gunna. See? I also get Gunna too. But you got to have some kind of morals as a man as well. And that my brother. I ain't turning on my brother. We gonna sit in there, brother. Shit. We're gonna sit in now. That's probably a stupid decision, but man, you gotta have some type of morals, man. That's how I feel. Like, you gotta have some type of morals. Dang. You tell on your brother, you'll tell on your mama. Imagine. That's like the daddy. What's the daddy? We did the other reaction the other day. The queso dude, the daddy teller, oh my lord. The daddy, oh man. That was all a big old setup thing. The daddy to tell on the son, just so the daddy can go back on the streets and the son homies can knock him off. That's 3 birds in 1 stone. Man. Oh Lord, that's just sad, man. Let's get back to that though.
So hard at Gunna at that point. The reason to me that this audio was so sensational was because of how much of a hypocrite it exposed Thug for being when he had been so harsh to Gunna for all of that time. But let's keep going.
He never said this dude was this dude was that, this was this. He never said any of that. So I believe that Thug was curving him. That's what I believe. Because he never gave no information. Not supposed to say nothing. Like,
They asked him, you heard about what happened in
Roscoe, did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it for me.
Academics would react live for an hour and a half, and it would seem the more he listened, he would start to resonate with Thug and see what the police were attempting to do.
He does bird. What's that bird noise for Birdman? How you know it? Cause I got your CD. See, I got your CD. Well, I wouldn't call it CD because that's old school. I got iTunes. It's on iTunes.
Yeah, you know what CD, right?
It costs them.
You know what CD?
Bro, they're clearly playing the game with him. I think he's trying to play the game they're playing with him, but they're trying to slowly get to the point of why they want to question him. Now, here's the thing. You know what Thug fans gonna say? He's capping. He's spinning the detective trying to get info out of them. But he just admitted Bird, like, basically saying Bird ain't shit. But here's the thing. He probably is playing them because he's acting like he's not cool with Birdman. Who did Birdman allegedly get to line that up? Him. So he is.
So what I think is interesting, though, is that, you know, setting aside the fact of, oh, well, him saying Pee-wee carries Wayne's drugs is just him trying to spin the detectives and get them out. I mean, that's, you're admitting that somebody did a crime, and Pee-wee was later charged with marijuana possession. So I don't buy that for 1 second. But I think the thing that is the most relevant here is how much information Thug gave them about the feud with Birdman. Like, he basically painted a picture that Birdman would have wanted Lil Wayne to get hurt, and that maybe him and Pee-wee didn't have nothing to do with it, but Birdman really would want to see Wayne getting hurt. And we saw from that paperwork of Pee-wee Roscoe, his lawyer tried to file a motion to basically say, why isn't Birdman being charged in this? He threatened to kill Wayne 5 days before all of this went down. Right. So again, I feel like you want to talk about snitching, telling, talking too much? I think Thug basically explained to them the exact motive for why this might have happened, Birdman's involvement, and the things I'm hearing behind the scenes is Birdman ain't cool with Thug anymore because of all that talking that he did.
It's cool with Birdman. So I think he's trying to play them. Here we go.
Yeah, man.
Y'all say them songs?
They got a picture of Birdman on the internet. Hell, they ain't got no Crip and blood. They're like, oh my God.
Nah, he trying to spin him. He trying to spin him.
You can talk to us, you can not talk to us. It's totally up to you. But we would like to talk to you just so you can help sort some stuff out.
You see, this is why I want us people of color to be savvy with the law, man. Because if I'm Young Thug, you know what I say to him? Yo, I talk to you, but I ain't, listen, I've talked to you if we don't read the Miranda rights. You know what I mean? You can't use that when I'm talking about. You know the cops gonna be like, no, we gotta do, all right, never mind, we good. I'm gonna just use my right to remain silent. And since you already told me you have no charges against me and you're not investigating me for that, I have nothing to do with that. So, okay, I don't have nothing to say.
Right.
AK would pause the video to speak, stating after an hour and 45 minutes, he doesn't think there's any snitching going on, just Thug talking too much as he attempts to play dumb to the police. But then Roscoe gets brought up.
I'm gonna be honest, so far, I mean, there's like 14 minutes left. I don't think there's no snitching by Thug. Like, he's talking too much, but it looked like he's talking to try to act like he's just an artist and like he's never gangbanging and all these things. He's trying to throw them off. Obviously, he's not throwing them off because they know a little bit more, but they're gonna try to play the song and dance. And I don't think he snitched on nobody. I mean, did he throw Birdman under the bus a couple times? Yeah, and by the way, that's how he should do it, if you ask me. Because at that time, they were trying to say that him and Birdman planned that bus shoot. So if he's like, man, I don't really even fuck with Birdman like that, that probably makes a little bit more sense. You get what I mean?
This nigga fucking.
Yeah.
They shot at this nigga too, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe with. I don't want to. I ain't finna. What the fuck is this, man?
That's mayonnaise. Really mayonnaise.
Oh, mustard smell like honey.
Oh, I mean, mustard, that's fine.
No, Thug, tread lightly. Tread lightly.
But just knowing Roscoe, man, that man a fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? Well, I don't fucking know, because every day nigga broke fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know. When that nigga two got shot at, I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yo,
He playing Roscoe like he a Pee-wee.
Like, talking about shit, he called everybody a bum. Oh yeah, that nigga, Birdman, I don't fuck with that nigga no more.
Yeah.
Like, he throwing everybody on the bus, but he not really throwing them on the bus. He's just trying to say, wait, y'all say he shoot at some shit? That nigga's a scrub.
Hey, shout out to Jake, man, because he's really gone back and found the exact moments that Academics was reacting to, and this is why this is going to be tough to defend for certain people.
Man, like, I keep telling people, yo, like, y'all go against 1090 Jake because he white, to be honest, but Gang really be breaking it down. Like, he really be doing his due diligence. You feel me? Way better than other people that I see. You feel me? Like, come on, man. You got to learn how to start getting props where props do. Shout out to Traplordross for that, man.
He's got you reacting to the shit 2 years ago, and you forgot you reacted to it, and now you're finna have a different opinion when you react to it.
Yeah. He do deep dives like you, gang. When it come to like snitching allegations, things like that. 1090 J's like, yeah, man. Even his shorts be funny and good.
Down the line, I'm not necessarily just talking about Ack, but then, you know, same thing goes for Wack, and shout out to Wack, but that's my guy. But it's kind of like, I personally feel like I would give people grace as far as them changing their opinion on this, because I feel like people dug into this further and had a better understanding of it this time around. And then also, it's really, to me, all about the context of Thug being a hypocrite, Thug hating on Gunna, Thug going so hard at Gunna, when really he was doing a lot of talking too. He was doing more talking than you allegedly should have been done if you stick to the street code that he himself is trying to uphold to Gunna.
I ain't gonna lie, Young Thug's a troll. The last thing before I get...
So even with Thug speaking on Roscoe, Slime, and everything else, AK was able to summarize it as Thug was trolling the police. A snitch narrative never came about, and even AK's comment section would praise Thug for trolling the police, not falling for their finesse, and telling them nothing but talking for hours. There was no blasting Thug as a snitch by the blogs. I never even made a video on it because nothing was there, and things would go silent for the next year, 9 months, and 6 days. So what brought it all back? The blogger who originally obtained the interrogation would state Seti Nash paid him $500 to take the Young Thug video down so he could re-release it on his channel.
Now this part
Shout out to Seti Nash, man.
I remember Seti Nash sent me the link to the original video on the Hip Hop Lives Atlanta or whatever channel, and he was like, yo, you know about Thug? You know, Thug out here talking. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that. Like, let me hear that. I started listening to it. I was like, okay, I need to do a deeper dive. I need to take some time. I've got other videos I'm working on. I'm going to work through a couple hours on this every day and just really try and analyze the lyrics. So the statements. And then I go back to listen to it. Video's gone. All right. And I'm saying to Seti Nash, where's the video at? Where's the video at? And he's hitting me back like, oh, I still got the video. Now, I found another version of the video on another old-ass website that I downloaded. So I'm thinking, slick. Thugs people are deleting the video, and I got it now. But then Seti Nash hits me back and go, no, the video back up. The video's on my channel. All right, so we're going to break down some of those details in a minute.
Seti's ties to a specific YSL member would make things even more interesting.
Yeah, it's funny because I saved a lot of them old videos, like when it first came out. So we know what everybody's opinion was. You know, the academics, White 100, just the main people in media. It's crazy how just a little bit of money and just this little campaign could just change so many sheep minds, you know. You know, on August 12th, man, I got paid by Seti Nash. And the only reason I'm kind of outing him is because he tried to rewrite the narrative with my logo still on there. So people were hitting me up like, what's going on? But like, he paid me, he said, just take down the video because I want to re-release it on my channel. I'm about to do something. So I took the little money, I put it on private, and like 5 days later, boom, it's everywhere. Traplordross, he running 4 or 5 different videos, academics, they all with this new narrative, Young Thug is a rat. Young Thug is a rat. It's crazy. So,
for the record, I was running the Young Thug is a hypocrite narrative.
Yeah, people start hitting me up. Because again, like I said, they just released it with my logo and artwork on there. So people like, well, damn, how did it just resurface? You know, somebody from Thug Team hit me. And I'm like, all I know is I got paid to take my video down. I send a screenshot. They see it's Seti Nash, and Dora reach out to Seti Nash, start going off on him. And that's why Seti Nash started with that burn it down bullshit all on his page, like he lashing out at Thug Team. Cause I guess they kind of hollering at him behind the scenes. You know, I didn't want to out him, but y'all outed me. Y'all paid me to take it down, put it out with my logo, and now he's a rat. Like, and I did some digging, and I found out that Angel, the publicist, that's Seti Nash's publicist, that's Woody's publicist, that's Charleston White's publicist. So they all been going hard. Like Charleston White did the same.
So I watched Seti Nash video, right? Seti Nash did say that he ain't in no business with Charleston White, though. He did say that. You feel me? Like, I watch all Seti Nash content, so he did say that. So that part right there ain't true.
She's interview. Woody, he started a podcast. Seti Nash going hard. Like, this is an organized campaign from right over there. Seti Nash started the payment. He sent the payment, but that's where it's coming from. I don't know how the jail calls are happening, and I haven't tied it back to Gunna, but it's crazy how they started this shit. It's literally coming down to bullying. They feel like Thug been bullying. So between Woody, who been bullied for ratting, Seti Nash been bullied for ratting, Charleston White been bullied for ratting, Angel, the publicist, worked with all them. They feel like, oh, we finna clip this up and do Young Thug bad. That's really what's going on right now. And it's crazy because people been calling a Whack 100, Rat 100, you know, Traplordross get accused of ratting. Everybody who been loud about this shit, Rollo 6ix9ine. This is a...
For the record, I do not care if you call me a rat. All right, I do.
What did... Man, y'all got to get out of calling streamers rats, right? Because y'all give us the content, gang. You put the content on the internet when you go live on your phone. And you, oh, I'm going to do this to the ops. Oh, I'm going to do that to the ops. Thank you for the content, Goofy. Like, man, how you think the feds be playing y'all videos and stuff in court? They get it off the internet. Y'all upload it. You can't be calling nah, man. They just do their due diligence when they hear something going on. So you can't get mad at that, man. Can't get mad at that. And this is the new news these days. It's just the new news.
care if you call me a rat. And if I get attacked, if I get assaulted, bro, I'm telling, bro, my statement's going to be fire, bro. It's going to be the most vivid statement ever. So I don't deep that being called a rat. I don't play by the street rules. But that said, people do lump me into that group.
People who've been bullied. That's what's going on with.
Now, Angel the publicist does in fact follow and is followed by Seti Nash. And in her bio, it would state she's management for Woody, who's posted all over her page. And in older posts, she...
And that is Charleston White's the old person he used to mess with. The old mentor, his old mentor. You feel me? It said right here, happy birthday. Okay, she saying happy birthday to Charleston White, my best friend, my mentor, my #1 client. So what is she, like PR? You feel me? So she must have worked with Charleston. This was in May 17, 2003. You feel me? And she working with Woody now. So you got to remember when Woody and Charleston was working together. You feel me? But Charleston also say now that him and Woody good. They always talking to each other. So, I don't know, man. It's really just to all keep us talking about it. It's keeping them in the algorithm.
even wish a happy birthday to her best friend, mentor, and #1 client, none other than Charleston White. So the blogger's theory of a smear campaign seems to be aligning, as Charleston is locked in with Sean Cotton, the owner of Say Cheese, and Seti is locked in with No Jumper. So it wouldn't be hard for Seti and his alleged team to clip up Doug's interview, fire it off to all the blogs, who then repost the same shit on the same day, as everyone starts firing at Young Thug simultaneously.
Now, for the record, I want to say something, okay? I didn't get no clips from Seti Nash. Seti Nash actually sent me the original link to that video that was posted on the Hip Hop Loves ATL channel. He sent me the original external link, and I think it was only after he maybe realized that, oh, Ross going to run a big piece on this, that he wanted the traffic to be redirected to his channel, and he re-uploaded it and paid for that one to be taken down. But there wasn't no sending me clips. He didn't send me nothing to say, oh, this part, that part. He just sent me the whole thing. He said, you know there's a Young Thug interrogation talking for 2 hours. I said, no way. Cap. And he sent it to me. I was like, damn, it's real. And I broke it all down myself. I noticed the things in that video my damn self. So I wasn't put up to that by anybody. If I'd have listened to it and I didn't think that he was saying stuff on there that was hypocritical, it wouldn't really have been much of a story. But ultimately, at the end of the day, he did send it to me. Seti Nash is low-key the mastermind behind this. He didn't clip nothing up. All right, I wasn't put up to it. It wasn't a conspiracy. We're all going to get... I didn't speak to Whack and Act before, like, we all going to get... Nah. Seti sent me the link. On a casual conversation, we were talking. He put me on the phone with Hernandez Govern. It was crazy. Just completely random day. I was at No Jumper. This was when Hellcat was crashing out. All right, and me and Seti just getting on the phone. I met Seti.
But it ain't fake news now. It ain't fake news.
We dapped it up. We chopped it up for a bit. He a cool guy.
It's just people didn't.
He didn't put me up to nothing.
Look at it like that.
You got to do this. He just said, "Hey, you heard this? Like, you ever heard of that?"
Wow, I don't
about
know.
Links and stories and stuff that's interesting, and he put me onto the story, and the rest is history. But low key, I don't know where these leaked phone calls came out. People saying Gunner's responsible. Seti had a lot of exclusives, and shout out to Seti. I got no bad blood with Seti, but I feel like maybe he knows even more that was going on behind the scenes. Man, this is crazy.
Doug would respond through Twitter saying, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Rat where?" Pee Wee Roscoe would then go live addressing the allegations, taking the Thug's defense, but he'd also stop pointing the finger, calling Rollo a rat and other members of YSL.
What way to break it down? Best way. Hey man, a snitch is someone that comply with the government, is bargaining.
This was the downfall. If you want to know the downfall of Thug getting out, this was the downfall right here. Pee Wee Roscoe. This was the downfall. This IG going live, man, grabbing that motherfucking iPhone. That's what did it. That's what did it. This what got everybody angry right here in the industry. This is why even like what's his name? I just said it, man. Not 1090 Jakes, not Poetic Flocko. He worked for No Jumper. Damn. He a blood, man. He worked for No Jumper, man. I can't remember bro name right now, but that's why he got the exposers and shit. You feel me? That's what he calls some of his team, the exposers. Whack 100. This is why Whack 100 went full throttle. He was in Whack 100 was in cruise control, bro. He went full throttle. When this turd muffin got on the internet and thought he was helping Thug, and the whole time he was hurt and everything.
For their freedom when they have done something illegal. A statement, a rat, a snitching, it's nothing selective about that. You feel me? If I go to jail right now and I got a co-defendant and they charge both of us with murder, they charge me with murder, but they don't charge him. There's no way that can make sense. So I'm just trying to break it down in today's society, what a rat is, what snitching is. No selective politics, man. Jeff clean as Listerine, man. Clean as
Hey, you know why they be so... I done figured it out, gang. You know why they be so, like, easy to tell when they get locked up? I done figured it out. Because think about it. Think about when you was raised, right, as a little child. What did your mother say when, like, you and your siblings got into a broke something? Who did that? And one of them, Paul did it? You get what I'm saying? Better tell me before I whoop your A. You get what I'm saying? Shoot, man, you been snitching since you was a kid. Yeah, man. You snitching since you was a kid, didn't even know it. Shoot, man. It's wicked, but get back at it, though, man. This was the downfall of everything, though, gang. Pee Wee Roscoe shouldn't have never got on IG Live trying to break down nothing, trying to clear something up, right? If anything, he should have just got on there and been like, Thug didn't rat on me, and I'm out. Thug didn't rat on me and didn't hurt me. I'm out. You feel me? That's all he had to say. But nah, he wanting to bring everybody and their grandma in it. What most dudes try to do, always implicating somebody else. When it's going bad for yourself, y'all want to put somebody else in it. So he started name dropping. And the name dropping what exploded, ignited everything, man. It ignited it. And everybody just started, woo, man. There's so many videos on this. Oh, my Lord.
So, you feel what I'm saying? I done the time I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you want to interrogate wrong, that's what you do. He told me, man, we said the Wayne Carter weed. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's when a piece of paper stating Thug gave information on a murder came to light. But even this is old. I covered this 2 years ago, and his lawyer got it thrown out for being inaccurate. Reintroducing it 2 years later was calculated fuel to the fire of the smear campaign that was lit. Rollo would respond back to Roscoe and stop firing at Young Thug through social media, and Thug would respond back saying, "Stop trying to make me one of these boys. Death before dishonor this way, kids." He'd even address the paper saying the motion got filed because the detective lied, which is what I said a year ago. But this was the most vocal Thug's ever been in his career, and the fact that he was responding to everything to defend himself gave the internet what they wanted. The internet had Thug panicking, and as we all know, the internet is undefeated. If you don't address a lie...
I got some shorts that I just go ahead and put them in here while we doing this. I got some shorts that I made with Rollo, what Rollo had to say about this situation as well.
Comes the truth in the eyes of the people, and if you do, you're viewed as guilty for defending yourself. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's when 6ix9ine entered the chat.
Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time a nigga come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon, like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy.
Nah, gang. He say he told after 12, that's forbidden. But he told before 12, that's okay. Man, stop. Stop, 6ix9ine. Bro, listen. I'm going to tell you why ain't nobody listening to you, 6ix9ine. Cause your music trash. I'm just going to be honest. Your music trash. And you ain't got nothing. Ever since you dropped that, you and Nicki, that was fire. Gotta give props where props due, but you ain't dropped nothing, gang. You just be on the internet. We don't want to hear y'all rappers running your mouth all day. Drop some music. Drop some music. Y'all be trying to figure out what crop top y'all gonna wear the next day, man. Go to the studio. Y'all worrying about who the next rat.
They tell you.
It be entertaining though.
Anything you guess you could be used in the court or whatever the fuck the case is. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not. It's me beating a horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hit everybody quiet? Why little baby 21 Savage's future? Why you not saying nothing?
6ix9ine would take to his Instagram story calling out Atlanta rappers for being so quiet. But instead of responding directly like Thug did to Rollo, Thug would take to Instagram saying he's going to let the music talk, which didn't go well in the comments section. Now this is where things heated up. Jail calls started getting released, and one of the first to come out was Thug calling QCP a rat and calling out Lil Baby for still working with him.
He did the same thing he did. Stood up in court.
Man, Jake really put everything together in one video, man. Shout out to 1090 Jake, man. This
Nah,
is a crazy
for real.
video. He done pieced everything together, and I still don't know. I'm hoping Jake's got an explanation, man. I'm hoping Jake's actually by the end of this video is going to work out who was leaking all these calls, because I think the calls, bruh, that was diabolical. It's a new call every day, man. They knew exactly what they were doing. Whoever was responsible, man, they was playing me like a fiddle. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, wow, that's what I ever get too, rocking with the motherfucker rat. And you be preaching about that shit too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Nigga a rat, bro. I understand all that. A nigga help put you on. Listen, man. A nigga is a rat. I don't give a fuck what hell. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got about to set up the chain gang. Imagine telling them nigga and the nigga still beat the Kato.
Now, QCP is one of the founders and CEO of Quality Control Music. QC would sign Lil Baby, and P was instrumental in pushing his career into what it became. In 2023, paperwork would emerge claiming QCP was a rat, and I'd find not one but 2 signed statements from P himself. P would tell police he confronted a man in the mall who shot him and killed his friend. The man would retreat to his vehicle to grab a gun and threaten to kill P. P would sign both statements stating he was in fear for his life. Now, P's only rebuttal to snitching was that he wasn't a street dude, and before the man P snitched on could be found guilty, he was murdered in the streets. QCP would respond back to Young Thug stating, imagine some broke-ass rap.
I didn't actually know that the guy got caught in the streets before. Wonder what that's all about, man. I didn't actually know that.
It's like Young Thug and Pee Wee Rats go, trying to run a rat narrative on me. And all my homies that I love running these hoe-ass dudes, knowing these dudes talk about me. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm not no street dude. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street dudes is broke, dead, and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all dudes gave the city a bad name. Rollo would jump back in the mix with a strong statement defending P by saying, you gonna have to forgive him or you gonna have to eat that shit because I ain't going against him. Rollo would make it clear he wasn't going against P, and he isn't the only one, as Wack 100 would stop firing at Thug and would later admit it was only because of his relationship with QCP.
Yep. Is Young Thug still blood, or is he just a rat now from your perspective?
I mean, he's a rat.
So that's official. There's no way around it.
No way around that. When he sent Roscoe out there to attack people, attack P, at that point, it was all bets off. I told him on Academics Live that night, I said, it's on now. I said, since you speaking for Thug, I said, start tomorrow. Now you going to get the whack shit. At me, we going live. I'm going to bring my team on. I brought Flacco on. Seti Nash just came in as an exposure just right now for us doing this play we running. And Seti released them clips. Yo, I need 6ix9ine to go IG Live. After this live, we running up here. Let that hit the internet. You go on 6ix9ine. Your job is to show people that you and Thug are the same.
Keep in mind, Wack didn't have this energy a year ago. He's solely going at Young Thug on QCP's behalf. But that's to be expected, knowing that QCP is worth hundreds of millions, and not too many people are willing to cut you off, especially when you make them money. But for these so-called street rappers, if everyone in the culture gets held to the same standard, then QCP definitely snitched. But if QCP was a white record label CEO, nobody would give a fuck. And it's the sad truth. Another jail call would have Thug and...
That's a really good point. I said in my previous video, I feel like QCP, he's playing with hundreds of millions of dollars. I said in my video, bro, once you make 9 figures, bro, you snitching ain't a thing. Right, you ain't on no street code, you ain't on no street time, and you a multi-hundred millionaire. What's that? Decamillionaire. Decillionaire. I don't even know what they call that. They got to come up with new words for how rich this guy is, okay? So ain't no telling, but at the same time, that's interesting. I didn't know the closeness of the relationship between QCP and Wack. It's very interesting.
And 21 Savage discussing Gunna. Thug was talking about when him and Gunna were pulled over with shit in the car, and Gunna said it wasn't his to the police. But 21 would actually take Gunna's side. Savage would even tell Thug that Thug was holding Gunna's career in his hands, but Thug decided to leave him where he's at because Lil Baby, Dirk, and Future already cut him off. The decision was probably one of the worst made by Thug, as Gunna's career never ended.
Man, you want Jeff Williams in the car? It was a gun and drugs in the car. Was it yours?
He probably said that though, bro.
100%, but you.
That's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on. The other shit, he said that wrong. But that, like, nigga, it wasn't yours either. It was the nigga who took the charge shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't, in my heart, I don't feel like Charlie did what he did with the intention of hurting you. Feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe.
21 Savage got a level head.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I just look at it. I damn sure was thinking about that one day, like, man, I'm just gonna goddamn. I ain't finna say nothing about this shit. I'm just, I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like no, that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that, but I'm like, shit, what the hell that's gonna change? Because I feel like it's really over for your rap career.
You got to, you hold his career in your hand, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. He's right. Ever since he dropped that song, they're like, man, we rocking. If you come out and tell the world that you was in agreement with that shit, his career ain't over. That's why I said, like,
I understand that part, but now think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who I already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas, y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and
QCP would change his Instagram profile photo, Thug would claim bashing him would only fuck the rap game up even more, and 6ix9ine would shoot back saying, this Batiman talking about bashing him gonna fuck the rap game up. You the reason the rap game fucked up. 85% of y'all be undercover ratting. We holding your fruity ass accountable for the street code you always wanted to uphold. Now a song would allegedly leak of Thug dissing Gunna and Yak Gotti calling them both rats. And it's alleged the song leaked because Thug isn't actually allowed to make disses as part of his probation.
Yeah, Gunna wreck, Yak wreck, Slugger wreck, Booty wreck. Fuck that nigga Obama. He still mad about baby mama.
Gotta be honest.
It's a banger. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the best songs I've heard from Thug in years.
Listen, y'all. I thought Thug's career was about to be clipped because they were gonna turn him into a gospel artist because they say he can't rap about violence and he can't rap about gang stuff, but he finally figured out a way. And I think y'all got him to the point where he's crashing out, where he's like, fuck it, I don't give a damn if I violate my probation. So he's making probation violation music, and I like that shit. I like that type of shit. Now, it didn't hurt people, so they're acting like it's a little
big act funny.
I think he sent it to a blogger, and the blogger acted like, oh, Young Thug's manager got hacked, and oh, here's a music video that he didn't want out, and oh, it's out. Ooh.
That was definitely an official release, man. That music video was high budget. It was well planned. He was addressing things that had just happened. Ain't no way that was no leak.
Ooh, okay, cool. Hopefully works in court, because definitely Fonnie Willis is about to bring this shit to court. They're gonna have a hearing for this, 100%. So hopefully works there, but at least we get Thug back on some shit, man. Wiping his nose, putting his thumbs down, doing all type of dumb shit. I like this type of stuff. Look like you ready to crash out. Shit. I'm surprised he ain't pull out a, what do you say, he put a bracket in his bracket? Like, I'm surprised he ain't pull out a pistol or something like that. I like Young Thug crashing out. So good job, whoever called him a rat. Y'all got Young Thug ready to go back to jail over his damn reputation.
With more and more jail calls leaking, Thug had dissed Glorilla, Drake, Future, Dirk. It would seem he gossiped about the whole damn industry at this point, and truth be told, if you've ever been in jail, you understand it. He was in confinement, only let out of his cell for a limited time to be on the phone, and didn't have shit else to talk about but the latest gossip. This was regular jail shit, but the fact that it all got released and tactically released following his interrogation, those pulling the strings were succeeding in swaying not only the internet, but the industry.
Told you what I said was tactical.
Thug would go on to do an interview, which would later turn to memes. In the hopes of clearing everything up, it would seem he was left defeated, posting an apology, and saying he's moving on with his life. At this point, he'd accepted defeat, understanding nothing he can say is going to change anyone's opinion, and he was going to move on. But he was wrong. Thug would bring up points in his interview that many laughed at and looked at as excuses, but you might view it differently if we reevaluate it and look back. Now, by far, the worst accusation is Young Thug snitching on Pee Wee Roscoe, and he told investigators, I heard Roscoe did it, and that sounds horrible without context, and that's why I'm here to lay it all out. Pee Wee Roscoe was arrested in May of 2015, a month after the shooting, with TMZ reporting the news. Young Thug would be arrested 2 months later in July, also reported by TMZ. While going to court, Thug would be pulled in for the interrogation and asked about Pee Wee. By now, 2 months had passed since Pee Wee's arrest. TMZ, the news, and all of social media had already reported on him being the shooter that shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. So when Thug said he heard Roscoe did it, he's not talking about what he heard on the street. He's talking about what was already reported by TMZ, the news, and every single blogger.
So I agree with that. That's very fair. However, should you even be talking about? Should you be in the interrogation room with the cops talking about? I heard on the news they shot him, and that wasn't really a part that stood out to me. That segment wasn't that interesting to me. It was more the case that he was saying that he was admitting that Pee Wee did do crimes. He said that he carries Wayne's drugs. He said that he breaks the law every day, and you know, he said, I don't want to get in the way of the investigation by saying Pee Wee didn't do it, but I don't know. I asked him if he did. I see on the news. So that's a fair point to say that Thug was saying that he saw on the news. But then it's like, oh, without context, you need that. But then again, the context of the whole 2 hour
man, I
interrogation
keep
should have
telling
never
you.
happened.
Roscoe, did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it to me. He said Roscoe and Wayne were great friends.
And if that wasn't enough, they tried to say Thug snitched by saying Pee Wee sold drugs to Wayne, which would mean Pee Wee is a drug dealer.
These niggas damn near like brothers more than Bird and Wayne.
They doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne? But more
than used to bring Wayne his drugs. Like, trust him.
Thug telling investigators Roscoe sold Wayne drugs was him establishing a friendship between Wayne and Roscoe, because if he sold him drugs, they were obviously cool. So why would Roscoe shoot up the bus?
But then again, I feel like this one is a little bit of a stretch, because it's like, oh, you know, if they were cool and he was selling him drugs, why would he shoot up the bus? I mean, what? So it's cool to admit someone did a crime if you're trying to use that to defend them. Like, what if he said, oh, you know, I heard that Lil Wayne and Pee Wee Roscoe used to catch hats and kill people together. You wouldn't be saying the same thing, but it kind of is the same thing. You're admitting a crime, and Pee Wee Roscoe was later charged with marijuana-related offenses. Listen, man. Hey, is what it is. He shouldn't have said that.
And Thug would triple down by essentially violating Roscoe in so many words and labeling him as soft to investigators, telling them he's the type to get slapped and do nothing.
Roscoe, like, he really like a cool, Roscoe think I even goddamn like slap, and he'll like cry, so I really like...
That's low-key disrespectful. I ain't even like remember that. I didn't even remember that from the interrogation. Saying
man, Thug be downplaying everybody.
Him, man, saying he's soft.
Again, he's attempting to make Roscoe seem harmless. So when Thug says he was trying to help his friend out of the situation, I believe him because his words add up. But to me,
see, Jake says that he believes him and he was trying to defend him. I personally feel like Thug was actually trying to take the heat off himself and put it onto Birdman. I feel like there's a oversight here as far as like actually acknowledging just how much he put
what can they do to Birdman?
Birdman and Wayne had a beef. Yeah, you trying to take them off Roscoe, but you low-key trying to point them at Birdman.
Craziest part of the interrogation is when he told the female officer he makes promises.
Williams, you did wonderful today.
This?
Yes, sir.
Promises. I make promises. Just keep promises. Whatever you, anytime you ever ain't gonna know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. Well, you tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
I don't get a number.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't give it to her,
the female investigator would say she doesn't have his number, the male investigator would ask for it, and the audio would go mute as Thug gave his number. In Thug's interview, he explained he was just flirting with the female investigator, but this was the same vibe academics picked up on over a year ago, that she was the one flirting with him, making herself seem like a fan. In the beginning of the interrogation, she'd even tell Thug to tell the other investigator what her nickname is.
What's going on, man? How you doing? My name's David Racing.
You know me. I said I'll age you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tell them what my nickname is. Lives in ATL.
Sexy teeth. You do got nice teeth. You do got nice.
Now look, a lot of people are trying to use this very flimsy defense to say, "Oh no, Thug wasn't snitching. He wasn't talking too much. He was just flirting with the female detective." Jake just said, "Now the detective was flirting with him." But let's be real, detectives are smart. They playing good cop, bad cop. She playing good, sexy teeth cop. All right, and you getting sucked in. You being a sucker for a cop. You ain't gonna date this cop. You ain't gonna date this detective, get her number and call her up and take her out for a date. She playing you like a fiddle and you're getting played in front of the whole world. That's facts.
Yeah, you feel more comfortable talking with her?
He's been so good today. He really...
Like Thug thinking he spun the cops are really spinning Thug.
You have been a perfect gentleman. What you have?
How many you say that?
Yo, these fucking cops.
Like for you to be saying, oh, Gunner told so that he could get out to a female, and then you're talking to a cop for 2 hours implicating Birdman in a crime. What, because you're flirting? I feel like it's worse. Like you're saying, oh, Gunner took a plea early so that he could get back to a female. I took a plea, but my plea's fine for some reason, for inexplicable reasons. And I had a 2-hour interview with a detective, but I was flirting. But Gunner a bitch for taking a plea to get out of jail to get back to a female. Come on, man. More contradictions, more hypocrisy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like again, Young Thug might be guilty. I ain't here to tell you if he's guilty or not. But I hope y'all. you know, if you young in here and you watching this, and I know if you're an older person, you've ever been, you're a little more seasoned, you know, they're playing good cop, bad cop. This shit is disgusting. You got the female cop acting like she flirted with him. Hey, how you sing that part? Oh, that's my thing. Acting like she's a fucking groupie. But she's not no groupie, nigga. She's here to do a job. She's trying to get this nigga to confess to some shit. Facts. But of course you're gonna play the good cop, bad cop. Now you hear this fucking asshole talking about, oh, nah, you don't gotta talk to me. You could just talk to your little groupie who you think is a groupie because she like your songs and she wants you to shout her out. Man, this is cap. She trying to put you in jail for 100 years, nigga. She want to go home and get promoted off locking up Young Thug, nigga. She don't give two fucks about you.
Now, was Thug actually trying to smash? Was he trying to keep a line of contact so he can get a heads up as to what's being investigated? Nobody knows. But I do know this. Young Thug did not snitch. He told. The police way too goddamn much. And what I mean is, this entire conversation shouldn't have even happened. And because Young Thug is who he is, the entire conversation is being used against him. Even though
it's not just because of Young Thug being who he is, but it's because of all of the vitriol that Young Thug put out there for Gunna, a rat, Slug, a rat, Woody, a rat, Yak, a rat, all of these guys, Obama, all of these guys. Okay, he is the one who said this is a hard line against snitching. Under no circumstances you snitch. But apparently, oh, they've only got to flirt with you a little bit and throw you a bologna sandwich for you to talk for 2 hours. It's massive hypocrisy. It's embarrassing.
No, he didn't snitch on anyone, but because of the fact that it even happened, and that's what the street code is, don't say shit. But as we've all seen, rappers, gangsters, inmates, and convicts have all said more than what the internet can forgive them for, because it's the internet. An imaginary place where people can be whoever they portray and type behind fake pages to escape their reality. That's why the internet remains undefeated. But back to the conspiracy. Again, it appears this was all a calculated hit, conspired by none other than the YouTuber Seti Nash, who paid $500 to have the original interrogation video wiped from YouTube. Now, Traplordross reacted to the interrogation, started firing off videos, and Ross being a good friend of mine, I decided to reach out and ask him what caught his attention about this old interrogation. Ross would give me permission to share our conversation publicly, and come to find out, Seti Nash sent the video to him. Ross would study the tapes, drop his reaction, and the next day, academics and Whack 100 were firing off videos. Even Ross would state he felt like Seti knew more than he was letting on, and Ross heard how Seti wanted this chain reaction to happen, but didn't want to be the one responsible for it.
So I'll read the whole statement, the whole message that I sent to him. I said, Seti Nash hit me with the alley-oop, so I bumped into him at No Jumper, and he was telling me Thug told. I said, no way. Then he sent me the tape. I spent like a week breaking it down and listening really carefully. When I did my breakdown, I think it was the first time people actually really listened to what he was saying. The next day, academics on Whack 100 reported on it after I sent them my video, and within a day of that, it went bananas, and Pee Wee Roscoe did his live defending Thug. Whole thing played out crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Seti Nash knows more than he's letting on, because I heard he basically wanted this to happen, but didn't want to be the man responsible, so he slid it to me. I also heard he paid other channels to take it down, so his re-upload of the full interrogation got all the views. He a smooth operator, man. Shout out to Seti Nash, man.
I told you it was tactical.
Because instead of uploading the entire interrogation on his own channel, it was uploaded to the Academy, a channel run by DJ Academics. Ak would then go on to react in multiple videos, but with a new take on things, as the entire internet at this point was shitting on Thug. So not only did Seti obtain the full interrogation, he used Traplordross as a pawn, knowing his reaction would gain enough momentum that the blogs would pick up on it. Sending the interrogation to academics would give Ak an upper hand in reporting, and Seti's hands would be clean, as all he had to do was watch everything play out. The fact that Seti didn't even post it on his own channel makes it seem even more personal, because he didn't want the revenue from the content, he wanted Thug's reputation. Like I said, Young Thug didn't snitch, he just told the police too much when he should have and could have said less.
Yeah, this was a wild one, man. Thug did talk too much, but nah, I don't think he snitched, man. I'ma leave Traplordross link in the description, man. This was a banger though, real talk. Man, catch y'all. You know I catch y'all in the nutting game.